Alright guys, boss's orders are in. We've got the game plan for the day. I'll actually take a screenshot and work out the rough day with show timings and things like that. Going off Bailey's times yesterday, we should be bang on with times, which is great. So meal 1, 100 grams of carbs, which is coming from cream of rice and a banana. Got a whole egg in there. And we got 20 grams of almond butter supplied by Bailey as well. 2 grams of salt, and I've had 300 mils of water because I had about probably 200 mils in the coffee as well. So yeah, that is it guys. We're just going to dive into this, watch a bit of Jamie the Giant with huh? This is the reality of show day. Feet up, chilling, watching 6 Underground. I have already seen this. Decent movie. Obviously had that first meal, the cream of rice. Images up here were taken about a little bit sooner than they should have, or after the meal, because my meal timing and images weren't great. So obviously my next meal, I'll eat my meal at 10 a.m, images at 11, super easy. So yeah, that's that. I was a little bit earlier, so I probably waited half an hour when I took these images. But Cam's happy. We're just going to run the same meal. Nothing too crazy. So 500 mils of water, 2 grams of salt, and the same meal. So, yeah. All right, guys. I don't even know where we are in the day, but fast forward. We're still on the phone because it's easier. Checking images round 3 of the day after my second meal. All meals so far, so meal 1, 2, and 3 have all been the same. Cream of rice, 100 grams of cream of rice, 1 banana, 1 whole egg, salt 2 grams, 500 mils of water in each of those meals, and 20 grams of almond butter. Obviously I've been bouncing messages back and forth with Cam. I need a lot of food. I'm really happy with these check-in images. Obviously we've got the base, the top tanner coat on now, which is great. There's a little bit missing, maybe, don't know. But yeah, we got that top coat on, so we're pretty much good to go. We've still got 2 more meals to get in, but they'll probably be smaller meals now. So yeah, guys, that's it. Bailey's been really good. She's just been running around to the supermarket and stuff whilst I do minimal steps, just chilling, put my feet up. So yeah, guys, this is it. We're just waiting for the cream of rice to get done in the microwave. We've got a beautiful clean kitchen, as you can see, which isn't like me. I'm gonna blame Bailey. But yeah, that's the shit, guys. So we're gonna head to the venue about 2:30. So get there about 3, maybe a bit before. Then it all kicks off at 4. I just want to be there, and then I'll probably be on stage about 5:30 to 6 o'clock. So yeah, nice and easy. Let's go fucking have a good time at one of the biggest shows in Europe, as my second show as a classic physique athlete. So let's just have a great time. All right, guys. So update. I don't even know where in the update section. I know it's just like 4 check-ins, 67 meals later, 1,000 million grams of food. I don't know where the fuck we are. But we're starting to taper things off now, so we've only got 2 meals left till we get on stage. So we're literally doing 6 rice cakes. We've got a banana in there, 25 grams of almond butter, 2 grams of salt, and 300 mils of water for this meal. And then I'm literally, we'll probably do exactly the same, if not a little bit less. So I've kind of just got everything prepared here to take with us. And that's it, and that is it. So we're just gonna chill, have this meal in about 5 minutes, head to the venue. I think we're gonna leave at like 2:30ish, just so there's no rush. And that'll be it.
A wild Brandon prepping his pro-stage meal. We have post-stage. Did I say post-stage? Pre-stage meal. Some almond butter, some banana. He's about to have 6 rice cakes. Salt, 300 millilitres of water. Don't say I don't listen. All that salt. And then his pre-stage meal will be salt and vinegar crisps. He's going to pump up with the resistance bands we don't have, that we will steal. And he'll be good to go.
Let's go. Oh, this goes hard.
That concentration. You spin that nut bar.
Backstage vibe. A little bit nervous. I always get a bit like, oh, am I on time? Do I need to do this? Do I need to do that? But it's just time to just sit, chill. Don't know what that is. But yeah, it's good. Excited, nervous, but I'm very proud of everything I've done. D? Before I got interrupted, it's really weird because obviously when it's Spanish it sounds like, I don't know why I thought D sounded like C, so I was like, oh shit, I'm C. So yeah guys, just I'll do like another debrief probably tomorrow, going over the show, recapping it and things like that, but I'm just very proud of everything I'm done doing, and this is just a fucking start. So
6 to 8 present effort. Your favorite class of pose. Class. Gentlemen, in front of the bicep.
Once I was 7 years old, Mama told me, make yourself some friends or you'll be lonely. Once I was 7 years old. It was a big world. We thought we were bigger, pushing each other to the limits. We were learning quicker. By 11, smoking herb and drinking burning liquor. Never rich, so we were out to make that steady figure. Once I was 11 years old, my daddy told me, go get yourself a wife or you'll be lonely. Once I was 11 years old.
Thank you.
Yes, Brandon!
what's going on YouTube? I don't know where I left you, so apologies. We are now leaving Alicante after an incredible show. I was ecstatic to take 5th, which was amazing, and I had no expectations with the Dubai show, and obviously with Alicante. I came here to bring back confidence, self-belief, and the passion for bodybuilding again, and I've done that after a really horrible junior physique career, where my last prep just left me, and the competition left me questioning, do I actually ever want to do this again? So yeah, that's it. Show was yesterday, amazing experience. I don't know how much of that is going to be in this vlog or whatever it is, so apologies, I'm just a little bit lost. It's crazy. I don't know what I filmed, what the last clip was, so we're all good. But yeah, I'm just very excited to get back on Tuesday. So we fly to Madrid tonight. We've got a night in Madrid, which is nice. We can get a good night's sleep. We're just going to check in really early tomorrow morning, and then that allows us to do some client catch-up work, things like that, because obviously we are a little bit day behind with kind of client work and stuff like that. But team, you've been amazing, so thank you so much for the support and the love. It's been incredible. There she is with her diet drink. But yeah, so we're just going to crack on, and then we will fly about 1 p.m. tomorrow, and that'll be it. Be back in Dubai for 1 or 2 a.m. and then back into routine Tuesday. We both said this, like, we just need we had this whole week planned and we're like, nah, fuck this, we just need routine again. But we do need it, and I've obviously got a game plan through from Cam. I won't be training till Friday. I just need to rest my body. We started taking the orals out now, so obviously taking out a lot of kind of the harsher kind of compounds, the drugs. So those will all come out. We're leaving the thyroid drugs in for a while just to let everything settle down. We're pulling out the compounds as well, so pulling out those big compound drugs as well. So those are going to be pulled out. We're just going to go on a nice steady kind of cruise dose for all the way through till Christmas. In about 5 weeks time, we'll get my blood work done and we will assess how we're doing, everything like that, and then we will push off into the next 2 years of building a pro physique. So yeah, anyway, that is that. So we're excited to get back. So I'm gonna love you and leave you, and I don't know when I'll wrap up this vlog. It might be just a recap, but I will see you soon. What is going on, everybody? So I just wanted to have a bit of a sit down chat and just kind of recap, reflect a little bit on this year, even though this year has not ended. Keep fucking going. But yeah, just to recap on obviously this year and the shows and things like that. Obviously I did a recap of Dubai, the Dubai Pro, so you can obviously go check that one out. And to be completely honest, the Dubai Pro, like I achieved my goals with that show alone. The mission for me this year with competing was to get back on stage and hopefully enjoy it. I did my first show when I was a junior. I did Pure Elite and I really enjoyed the experience. I did love it, but it all felt a bit of a blur. I don't think I was obviously younger. I wasn't present in the prep. I don't think I don't know if I enjoyed it or not. I think I did it because I thought you had to prep and you had to do bodybuilding and get on stage in order for people to take you seriously. So I think I did it more from that side of things. And I went in and I probably just didn't enjoy it. That's all it came down to, really. But yeah, I did that show. And it was more so my second show where I moved to London to be a personal trainer. And the year that I moved there, I have so many demons in London. From anxiety, from being someone I wasn't, to actually dealing it with counselling early last year, to kind of get on top of my anxiety and all this sort of stuff. So London really did fuck me up. So the year that I moved to London, excuse me guys, sorry. The year that I moved to London, I decided to get on stage again. Horrible prep. If I'm completely, the whole fucking experience was shit. But I learned so much from it. When I look back at it now, I didn't at the time. I went into, it was just the whole prep itself wasn't nice. I didn't enjoy my job. I didn't enjoy personal training, I don't think. So I took time out, I took time away. I did 2 photo shoots. I did a photo shoot the year after that, and then I did another one the year after that, which was, I don't know, I can't remember. So I did a bunch of photo shoots in between. So I never had to get to stage lean. And yeah, and the goal was when I started even with Cam last year. So I did a photo shoot with Cam last year. And the goal was to get on stage this year. And the goal was to get my legs out and do classic. Because I like my legs and I wanted to get them out instead of junior physique. So obviously the whole prep, like I said, I've loved this whole prep. This year has been an emotional roller coaster from a personal life standpoint, from my business blowing up to good months and bad months to personal barriers to everything, from falling in love, everything, right? And it's just been crazy. It's been crazy, but a year that has changed my life, like truly. I can sit here and be like, 2022 was that year that I'm gonna thank in the next 5-10 years from now. So yeah, So obviously my goal was to, like the whole prep, as you know from watching the Dubai recap, the whole goal was achieved at the Dubai Pro. I left no stone unturned this prep, and I think that's why I feel so good now. I started taking posing very seriously before I even started prep, and that is something that I will be continue to do. It's a habit that I will be doing at least 3 to 4 times a week now. I'll be posing just religiously. Again, it's just going to help from all aspects, from conditioning, from everything. And I took it fucking seriously. I treated myself like an athlete again, like I did with my kayaking. And I feel like I've earned the right to say that I'm an athlete and be an athlete again. So at the end of the day, like Dubai Pro, I achieved my goal. I walked out on stage. I felt confident. I had the belief that I could do this again. I felt proud, and I felt like I did it. It was just that box checked, and I just wanted to, even now, like, just fucking cry, because it was such a good feeling to feel like I did it. So obviously from Dubai, the plan was to go to Japan originally. And just because I'm moving at the end of this year, Japan just didn't seem realistic with flights, accommodation, all this sort of stuff. And again, it was just a little bit easier if we picked a different show. So after Dubai, we flew to Español, Alicante, which is obviously, if anyone knows, Alicante has a lot of shows in Alicante. It's a very big scene for fitness, and the shows there are always very big. Incredible standards, incredibly well ran. It was a phenomenal show. So myself, Bailey and Emma both all competed in Alicante. And then Ryan came out, Emma's boyfriend, it was great to have him out there as well, and he came out for the trip as well. Emma and Ryan are actually in Romania right now, doing the Romania show this weekend. So me and Bailey flew out, and we actually ended up staying together, and there's nothing better. Like, my heart will go to Bailey. She was absolutely one of the most incredible women, incredible friends. So we stayed in the Airbnb, we did our own tanning, we did everything our own, which was amazing. Just to be, if you know us, we want to be in control of everything. So we actually flew out a week and a half after the Dubai show. So we flew out on the Tuesday night, I think it was, or like Wednesday morning, Tuesday night. We got to Alicante about 4 p.m. on the Wednesday. And yeah, we obviously Cam obviously had all my food set. We took all our meals. We had a little bit of a dilemma. We flew to Kuwait. Kuwait decided to take all our supplements off us. They took our resistance bands. They just didn't like us in Kuwait. So, and then obviously we flew to Madrid, and then just had an hour flight from Madrid to Alicante. And yeah, what did we do? Wednesday. We got there Wednesday. I went food shopping, got all the food in. Bailey went to the gym because obviously she had to compete on the Friday. Bikini was on Friday, Classic was on the Saturday. So I was like, right, let me go get the food, you go do cardio and stuff. So I went and got all the food in. We got an early night. My scale weight was very consistent, which was great. None of us had any issues for flying. We just kept the water extremely high. Took all our meals on the plane, super easy. We all did really well with the flight. And then obviously I looked at myself on Thursday morning, just looked shit, because obviously flying, fatigue, everything like that. But luckily I had 48 hours. So Thursday, went and got a pump session. It was my last training session. We started having a bit more food on that Thursday. I think we had 750 grams of carbs. And then had a good session, felt good. Obviously just felt very flat in the body. There was no pop in the muscles and things like that. And then we just had a good day. We just chilled. Obviously the big Thursday was about getting Bailey ready. So I tanned her. We went to registration, all this sort of stuff, got registered. And then we just had a quiet night, super easy. When you have show weeks, they are pretty boring. There's nothing fancy that goes on. There's a lot of resting, a lot of eating, a lot of chilling. So there's a lot of chilling. And then obviously on the Friday, I weighed in at the same scale weight, which was actually my lowest of the whole prep. So I weighed in at 78.1 kilos, and I did the same whilst I was here for the Dubai show. So we were obviously very flat. Cam was like, fuck, we need to push food in, we need to fill out. And that was after having 750 grams of carbs the day before, and we were the same weight, so we didn't gain anything. My body is just a furnace, just burning through everything. So on the Friday, we ended up doing 1,000 grams of carbs, which was the first time I've ever done that. It shocked the hell out of me. It was a lot of food. And then actually on the Saturday, I woke up 400 grams lighter. So it was my lightest weigh-in on show day. So I was 77.6 or 7, something like that. So obviously we needed more food. I felt good though, because obviously when you've had 1,000 grams of carbs, like there is going to be a pump there. There is going to be muscle glycogen there. Obviously for me being assisted, we did obviously take a diuretic the night before. So obviously lost a lot of water overnight as well, which is obviously going to be down to that. But obviously it gave us permission to load a little bit more throughout the day going into the show. And obviously the show being on the... So I was on stage at 5 p.m, which was pretty much the same as Bikini the day before. And because the show was so well ran, we literally knew like at 5 to 5:30 we were going to be on stage. So we can map out our meals really well throughout the day, which you don't always get the privilege of at many other shows. Most of the time they're running behind, maybe an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours sometimes. So it is just about assessing the body meal by meal. Cam set me my macros for each meal, depending on how the look of the body went. And that was it. So we had 5 meals before stage, and we literally kept it the same. So we literally had 100 grams of carbs in the first 3 meals, about 15 to 20 grams of protein and fat per those meals, 2 grams of salt, anything from 300 to about 500 milliliters of water every 2 hours. And we just took pictures, and I started to get drier. I was starting to fill out a little bit more. And on the last 2 meals, well, after that 3rd meal, I did feel a little bit full, and I didn't want to feel too full, because obviously we want to keep our midsection nice and tight, be able to vacuum, have good kind of control through that midsection. So we scaled it back for the last 2 meals. Again, we just pulled the food down, just rice, cakes, peanut butter, and bananas. That's all I had for those last 2 meals. And then salt, vinegar, crisps about half an hour before we got on stage. And just honestly, backstage, being in Alicante, being in that environment, just a phenomenal show, and it was so nice. Everyone was very friendly and things like that. Like, it was just an amazing experience. It was so well organized. Everything from getting our top coat done, so obviously getting our shine on and everything like that. An incredible team backstage. And it was just so nice to do my whole routine as well, because obviously in Dubai it was so busy. They didn't expect that many athletes to be there. So obviously for me it was just super nice to be able to do my individual. We obviously had our mandatories where we got called out in our placings. And then because I was in the top 5, that allowed me to do my routine, which was amazing to be able to do my classic physique posing routine. Messed up a little bit, but no one knows, because I tweaked it a little bit. The only person who will know is John. But it was just great to do it, and do it to the song that I picked, and obviously to walk away with 5th was actually amazing in my class. So again, I went into Alicante with no expectations. I know that I need fucking 10, 15 kilos of more muscle. That's fact. But I was very proud of, actually, I was probably one of the best conditioned up there, which was great. And I just know this whole prep, this whole getting back on stage, traveling, just the fact of traveling to a fucking different country and competing and things like that. It's just a whole experience that was phenomenal and life-changing. So it was insane. It was insane, guys. I can't explain, because I just want to cry, because it's meant so much to me, this prep, especially after just such an emotional roller coaster of a year. And I finally feel that this prep and this year has just unlocked me. Like, I can sit on this camera and fucking cry, because I don't give a shit. This is me. Like, I just wear my heart on my sleeve. That is me. That is Brandon. And I feel like I can be me now, which is great. And I love content. I love producing this sort of stuff. And I love telling people, letting people into my life. Because at the end of the day, like, I've got nothing to hide. So it's like, I might as well just share it, right? And it's going to help people. So, yeah, that is that. And then obviously the nice thing about the show is we went out for... So obviously me and Bailey were together. So it was great. And that was the best she's ever looked in her life. And we just left that Saturday after she watched me. She supported me. Honestly, hun, thank you so much for everything. I adore you. So yeah, so we obviously, none of us, we didn't really have, we obviously after 1,000 grams of carbs on the Friday, I wasn't fucking hungry, put it that way. Just necked a fucking load of water, and we went home. We got to the Airbnb, we got showered, and we went out for sushi, and then we came home and just made ourselves a big bowl of oats that we wanted together, and we just curled up and we watched, what did we watch? We watched Lilo and Stitch, and we both fell asleep in bed. And that was it. And then obviously the nice thing is obviously we had Sunday in Alicante where we didn't track food. We went out. Oh, we actually cooked our own breakfast. So we just did salmon and eggs. Then we went and had Spanish paella. Paella? It's not paella. It's gone. Paella. Which was great. And then we had poke later on in the evening. I actually took a poke wrap as well, which was interesting. I took that onto the flight with me. I had a protein bar, and that's literally all I had on the Sunday. Did a lot of walking. And then we had about a good 24 to 26 hours of traveling coming back to Dubai. And obviously I arrived back yesterday morning. So me being me, we got back at kind of 2 a.m. Went back to Bailey's because I had some stuff there. I just swapped all the luggage over and I came back here and just sorted my life out. Washed everything because I had tan on everything. And just getting organised, and obviously just went into a normal day. I probably got 2 hours sleep yesterday. And obviously I had to catch up with the whole team because I missed Monday's check-in, so I had to catch up with the whole team. And that's it really, guys. That is literally it. And then we are in the first full day back into routine. Obviously I checked in with Cam this morning, so you can probably go back in stories even now and just look at those check-in pictures. The job now is to do this, just rest, put my feet up as much as possible, and we're back into the gym on Friday. We've got a baseline calories this week just to see how I respond. I asked Cam if I can have some sushi tonight. He said to go ahead and have some dessert as well. I'm not a sweet tooth person, so I'm just going to order some sushi and have a bowl of oats. So I'm going to do that tonight. But yeah, overall, I'm just so happy with how everything's sitting. And how everything's going with life, really. And that's literally it. So yeah, we're back into the gym on Friday. We're just resting as much as possible. I'll have Toby walk through that door soon for a sports massage. Obviously, we're back. Like, nothing's changing. Like, nothing changes from an on-season or prep to an off-season. It doesn't for me now. Now that I've learned a lot about a lot of non-negotiables that I'm going to have in place. So the plans going forward is obviously, I feel amazing. So we're in a good place psychologically to go forward. Friday, I'll get back into the gym just to start moving, start to feel good again. There's a get used to the new training program that Cam's putting together for me for the next 2 years probably. We'll probably tweak it slightly, but nothing too crazy, but this is going to be the start. Get used to some of the new machines that are in Banús, because obviously we want to run those up, start to really hunt for progression and things like that. But the harsh reality of it is that actually I'm not going to be able to grow or build muscle probably for the next 4 or 5 weeks. Just because my body is very depleted. We've just done 24 weeks of dieting. It's not going to come back massively. Just because you eat for a week even, it's not going to do shit. So it's almost like I say to like women when they're pregnant, like, you've been pregnant for 9 months, don't expect to be back to normal in a month. Very same to with the dieting process. So this is the different approach now. The more knowledge I have working with Cam and some of the best coaches in the world out here, and I'd like to class myself as that now, which is amazing. We just know how long things really do take. So we're going to spend the next kind of like probably 4 to 6 weeks of just kind of building back momentum, getting some body fat on, staying as lean as we can, of course, and controlling things. That doesn't change. We don't need to be putting excess body fat on that I've done in the past. We're just going to titrate food up very, very slowly because we've got 2 years of growing. So we need to utilize every gram and every calorie to its best. So over the next kind of 4 to 6 weeks, it'll be getting healthy. Obviously, from today, I removed most of my orals. So this is everything from kind of like Clen, Anavar, all this sort of stuff. So that's all come out the system now. Well, it's not out the system, but I stopped taking it this morning. Just keeping thyroid drugs in for now. Just to obviously make sure we just keep those in for a little bit. Pretty much most of the injectables have gone now. So I'm literally just running a very low dosage of test now. So we're just doing a very low dose of that. And that is literally it. And the operation is just to get healthy. We'll get blood work done in there kind of the next 4 to 5 weeks. See the results from that. Depending on the results we get back from that, we will need to put things in action to get them in a better position, or we might be in a great position. I have a feeling we're going to be in a good position just because of the day-to-day actions that I take. I supplement my diet extremely well with good quality supplementation. I eat a lot of fruit and veg. I eat very healthy. I live a very healthy lifestyle. So I believe I can get my health markers back pretty quickly and in a good position as well, very naturally, which is nice. But if we need to do anything, we will do something to speed that up and help the recovery process. And that will set us off for the kind of the off season in a sense, and going into that kind of that growing phase for the next 2 years. And obviously, I have a lot of goals over the next kind of 2 years, which is what I did on the flight. I did a lot of vision planning and things like that. And next summer, I'm going to be spending the summer in the USA, traveling the US, networking, training. But a lot of it now is that I truly love the day-to-day life that I live. I don't need a holiday from it or anything like that. I truly love what I do on a day-to-day basis. So I don't need a holiday in that sense, but I do truly want to make more time for my loved ones, so my friends and family. So making sure that we do have this kind of bodybuilding lifestyle of consistency, showing up every day, but enjoying life at the same time, doing activities, maybe going on spontaneous weekends away and things like that. So I do just want to make sure that I do live life a little bit as well. And then obviously that's literally it. The goals never really change massively. It's just like keep growing the team, keep growing myself as an individual, the brand, just grow my name so that I'm impacting more people around the world. And that's literally it. That is literally it, guys. So nothing fancy, but just keep doing what I'm doing, but just keep doing that 1% a little bit better every day. So yeah, I hope that kind of clarifies everything and stuff like that, because obviously just keep following YouTube, keep following Instagram, and there'll be updates there. But it's just a very emotional kind of few days. Obviously I'm just tired as well, but there's no post-show blues because there's nothing to be blue about. So yeah, I'm just in the best position ever, so it's that simple. It's that simple. So nothing too much to update you on. If there is, there'll be daily updates on the gram. A YouTube video will be out every week, and the podcast is always, I still have 3 podcasts to edit as well from before I left. But yeah, guys, I will love you and leave you, and here's to the future. Let's go.